Welcome to yet another video session. In this session, we will discuss about value education. What is value education? What is the need of value education in the school curricula? Why we should teach value education in the school? And what are the benefits of value education? Next, we will discuss about teachers as values facilitators, teaching values through core subjects, and value development through different activities. Okay, so without wasting time, let's get started. Value education is the process of developing ethical and moral principles, attitudes, and behaviors in students. Value education can help students to cope with challenges and complexities of the modern world, such as diversity, globalization, environmental issues, and social justice. For example, value education can teach students to respect different cultures and beliefs, to act responsibly towards the environment, and to advocate the human rights and social justice. Value education can foster positive attitude such as respect, responsibility, honesty, compassion, and empathy among students, which can enhance their personal and social development. Value education can be integrated into the school curriculum through various methods such as explicit teaching, role modeling, experiential learning, service learning, and co-curricular activities. Value education can benefit not only the students but also teachers, parents, and the society at large by creating a culture of peace, harmony, and mutual understanding. Why should we teach value education in the school? Value education is the process of developing ethical and moral values, attitudes, and skills in the students. It helps them to become responsible citizens who can contribute positively to society and the environment. It also fosters personal growth, self-esteem, and emotional intelligence in students. Next, let us see the benefits of teaching value education in the schools. It promotes a culture of peace, tolerance, and respect among students and teachers. It enhances critical thinking, problem solving, and decision-making skills in students. It prepares the students for the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. It supports academic achievement and reduces dropout rates. It creates a positive learning environment that is conducive to creativity and innovation. Developing a confident personality. Value education focuses on holistic development of a child. For this, it is very essential for school to implement various strategies of developing a student's self-confidence. Recognizing and encouragement will help in promoting self-esteem as children are sensitive to praise and blame. Various methods may be adopted to recognize and award values-based behavior. Values star of the week to be displayed on the values display board. Experience sharing by the star child in the morning assembly. Awarding badges, bands, value certificates, etc. to encourage such behavior. A society educates its young so that they become responsible for their well-being and contribute to the progress of society, while maintaining its inherent character. This necessarily means inculcating in the young the values cherished by the society. In a given society, one has to take into account the varying cultural, relational, and religious sentiments before deciding the values that are to be emphasized. The methodologies employed to instill these values also need to be sensitive to individual sentiments and needs. There are many influences through which a child forms its attitude and values. The school is certainly one of the most important of these influences, and is worthwhile to find out the ways in which a school can most effectively carry out this duty. As pointed out above, attitudes and values are best imbibed through experiential mode of learning. Think positive. Think positive is a self-empowering concept that allows the student to have a positive self-image and value him or herself. Be compassionate and do not harm. Attempts to inculcate love, kindness, and friendliness that are important to respond to intolerance and violence in the society. Discover inner peace. Enables an individual to understand the self at a deeper level of consciousness. It also addresses a person's spiritual needs. Learning to live together seeks to promote the qualities of sharing, cooperation, mutual help, building trust, and teamwork. Working harmoniously in groups with others reduces competition and encourages the joy of working as a team. Respect, human dignity, is based on the concepts of human rights and justice. Its objective is to develop a consciousness that recognizes rights of others along with one's own. Be your true self builds behavior skills such as time management, honesty, and strength of character, that are essential for resolving conflicts and for effective social interaction. Next is to develop critical thinking. Developing critical thinking involves the ability to think with logic and reason. It also includes decision making and is an important component of democratic institutions. Resolve conflict non-violently is a basic component of values education. It encompasses skills necessary for conflict resolution, active listening, meditation, creative solution, and alternative solution seeking. Build peace in the community provides an opportunity for young learners to be exposed to social realities and to understand people's problems as well as their own responsibilities and duties. Caring for the planet is a global educational need for children and adults. The health of the planet has a direct and immediate influence on the destiny of humankind. It is important to remember that values education is not another subject. It performs two functions in the curriculum. Firstly, it unifies all other subjects under a holistic vision of values. In the absence of such a holistic view, the learning done in subjects tend to remain superficial. Secondly, values education humanizes education. Autobiographies, biographies, and experiences of great and noble persons can also impart and inspire values to the learners. Spirit of self-respect of Chandra Bose, who refused to accept less salary than the British employees for the same kind of work, can inspire our young generation. Major Dhyan Chand, who refused to be a coach of a foreign team in spite of financial hardships, may instill the value of love of our nation. Rabindranath Tagore, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. A lesson from Mahatma Gandhi presents his vow to always speak the truth and to serve his parents. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's wish to have his ashes scattered in the field of his beloved country after his death may give birth to some nationalistic feelings. Dr. Abdul Kalam's advice to the young generation to dream always may inspire children to be dreamers as well as the doers to realize their dreams. Our youngsters can learn from the life experiences of these great and noble people who achieved heights of greatness through sheer hard work, devotion, perseverance, and determination. Next, the values can be inculcated through different characters. Through language, learners get a glimpse of innermost depths of the complex human heart. William Shakespeare, Hamlet, and Othello, Charles Dickens, David Copperfield, and Thomas Hardy's Henchard and Tess presents the timeless and universal characters of human nature. Proper understanding of these complex characters can make a person more kind, sympathetic, and tolerant. A teacher, who is the immediate and most important role model, must use recitation, storytelling, role play, and dramatization to instill these values in the students. He or she can also use techniques of discussion, questioning, and analyzing, brainstorming to inculcate these values. A good teacher can go even beyond classroom and include community to instill fine values through practical examples and demonstrations. He or she can use extracts from good literary works and by using different techniques make them appreciate and imbibe these values. A situation can be created where students role play and are made to experience these values in a simulated situation. Poetry, songs, and drama may be used to promote values like friendship, harmony, kindness, and peace, etc. Today, it has become important to develop dialogical approach both at the place of work and during day-to-day social interactions. Values development through curricular and co-scholastic activities. Co-curricular or co-scholastic activities are great sources of values education. Almost all activities other than academic programs come under the co-curricular activity. They contribute immensely towards the development of students. These activities, often voluntarily, are taken up with involved participation and are therefore highly refreshing and creative. Classroom is a mini institution within the large institution of the school. It carries its own identity, homogeneity, and a wide range of talent with immense potential to help its member to grow. With effective utilization of class as organizational structure, as home away from home, as platform of opportunities, a lot of value learning can take place. The structure of a class can be used for leadership training and for training in cooperation. A class usually has a set of monitors. The class can be further divided in groups, with each group having its leader and carrying out all the given responsibility for the group, mutually helping each other. Next topic is preparing guidelines for school discipline. The school will have standardized guidelines for students. There would be a detailed document highlighting the code of conduct for various specific scenarios in a school environment. The guidelines can be prepared by involving students, by involving teachers, student council, and PTA. Students should be given clear guidelines on what to do. Some of the points are morning assembly, walk in straight lines and in their respective class row. Observe silence while the assembly is in progress and at the time of dispersal. Next is to respect the school property like library, computer lab, music and art rooms. Next, to observe discipline in the corridors while going for extracurricular activities. Next is, while in a playground, play games in the spirit of the game. Winning and losing are all part of the game. Next, during the lunch break, rude and rough behavior should be avoided at all times. Help a fellow student who is hurt. Apologize if someone has been affected by behavior. Behavior during events in the auditorium. During an event in the school premises, be patient and listen to the speaker. Observe discipline while entering and leaving the auditorium. Clap when the event is over. Such suggestions can be displayed within the school and placed around the school on display boards, activity rooms, auditorium, school flyover, etc. They will serve as a constant reminder to the students to be mindful of their actions. The whole school staff should be aware of these guidelines. Developing a confident personality. Value education focuses on holistic development of a child. For this, it is very essential for school to implement various strategies of developing a student's self-confidence. Recognizing and encouragement will help in promoting self-esteem, as children are sensitive to praise and blame. Various methods may be adopted to recognize and award values-based behavior. Values star of the week to be displayed on the values display board. Experience sharing by the star child in the morning assembly. Awarding badges, bands, value certificates, etc. to encourage such behavior. A society educates its young so that they become responsible for their well-being and contribute to the progress of society while maintaining its inherent character. This necessarily means inculcating in the young the values cherished by the society. In a given society, one has to take into account the varying cultural, relational, and religious sentiments before deciding the values that are to be emphasized. The methodologies employed to instill these values also need to be sensitive to individual sentiments and needs. I hope you find this video useful. If you have any suggestion or queries, then you can ask in the comment box. For more interesting videos like this, please like, share and subscribe to this channel.